It's time for another sewing pattern review, and what I've got for you is the McCall's 6278. It is a sheath dress. No, I'm sorry, a tapered mid-knee lined dress. Now this pattern is from 2011. It is currently out of print. When I originally bought this pattern, like I've told you guys before, what I do is I tend to sit and just cut patterns out so that I can just get right away started into a project. When I cut this pattern out, I don't know what the heck I was thinking. I cut a size 8, which is a bust 31.5, a waist 24, and a hip 33.5. I have never been those dimensions, and if I was, it was in grade school, okay? Elementary school. I don't know, seriously, 31.5 bust, never. Not these girls. So, because this is out of print, and I decided I wanted to make this for next Sunday, which is 8 days from now, I didn't have enough time to order a new one so that I can cut it in the correct size. So I'm just going to resize this pattern. I have all the pieces already over here laid out, and what I'm going to do is the pattern pieces were originally sized from inside of here. I'm not doing all that. I'm not. What I'm going to do is when I cut the front piece on the fold, I'm going to extend it by a couple of inches, and the same thing for the back dress view because it is a zipper dress. On the back view, there's a zipper here. I'm just going to extend the inside, the center back piece by a couple of inches to give me more room to breathe. So I'm going to be doing it in only a solid fabric. Not going to be any kind of fancy like you see here. I've been wanting to do this for years, but just haven't come across the fabric that I really wanted to do it on. So what I'm going to be using is this Oriental Blue Dupioni silk fabric that I got from Joann's. And why did I choose this color? Well, let me show you why I chose this color. Cute shoes, right? So I had been looking for those shoes online. By the time I decided, you know what, I want to own a pair of those, they stopped making them. So I ended up getting those on eBay. So then once I got the shoe, I was like, well shoot, what am I going to wear with it? Because I don't have any like outstanding turquoise outfits in my closet, my wardrobe. So I decided I'll just make me one. So this is 2 yards of Oriental Blue Dupioni silk. It cost me $19.99 for the 2 yards. I also bought 2 spools of gold thread. The 2 spools together were $4.80. And then for the zipper, I'm going to install it on the outside of the dress, not on the inside. This zipper is a 22-inch Coats fashion zipper. And it was $1.99. I'm pretty sure I used a coupon on this one. So in total, this outfit will cost me about $30 to make. So what you will see next is me wearing the outfit. Alright, well, hope that I've inspired you to sew. Get motivated. So, how did you guys like it? Alright, so let's talk about the things that I like about this dress. I like that I finished it. So, once I started to actually piece the dress together and sew it together, I realized that Dupioni silk in this dress is not gonna ever be my first choice again. I think Dupioni silk will probably work really well for like a wrap or a shawl or maybe a shrug. I don't know that I would use it again for an entire garment. It doesn't have a drape to it. And even though this is a short dress, I still would have liked the fabric to be a little bit more heavy and drapier. Because I did have to tug it at it a couple times in order to get it to come back down. Because I did make it longer than what the pattern suggests. Also, the pattern is deemed as an easy pattern. I found it to be of average skill level. Now that might just be my own personal opinion because of the way that the side pieces are put in, where you have to do the pivoting, and then also you have to do the top stitching as well. That may seem easy to some other people. I felt like this dress was an average level difficulty dress to sew. I probably will not use that pattern again. So as far as finding another one online to purchase to make again, I probably won't do it. Another thing, when I resized this pattern, I accidentally resized it way too big. I resized it an additional 8 inches instead of an additional 4 inches. And I had to take it back down. So actually, this zipper that's here in the front was to fix that problem because I had way too much material, too much fabric in the dress. So I took it and I pleated it and then put the zipper on the inside of the pleat to give it some better aesthetic appeal than just having a strange pleat in the front of the dress. But I actually really like the zipper in the front of the dress. Now the one that's inside of the front is actually inset. The one on the back I sewed on the outside of the fabric. And I really, really like the way that that looks too. I've been wanting to do a zipper on the outside of the dress garment for a while. So here, now I have one. Also, this is not fully lined. The inside of the sleeve is lined. And just this upper yoke part is lined. The rest of it is not lined. If I were going to make this again, which I'm not, but if I were going to make it again, I would fully line the dress. It does not call for that on the pattern. But I'm pretty sure it will be simple to do. Once you get the main part of this skirt, the main part of the dress sewn with the side pieces together, then just put that back down on top of some lining and then outline it and cut it out and then make it, for lining for the entire inside of the dress as well. Also, I would have really have liked this dress, and this is just my personal opinion, I would have really liked this dress to have been sleeveless. I do like it with the sleeves, but I prefer a sleeveless dress. Also, for the summertime, I probably wouldn't really wear this dress with this fabric, even though it is very lightweight. I'd probably wear it more for fall. But again, that would be if it was lined completely. But it does match the shoes really well. Got some good compliments on it. And now that it is made, I'm going to go eat some smash burger because I've been waiting all week, putting off eating any type of a bread because I wanted to make sure that I fit inside this dress. Because at the time that I was trying it on and fitting it, I actually only needed to resize it for the bust. I ended up cutting off all that extra material that I had resized it for in the waist and the hips. I cut all that off. So I could have just kept that part of the pattern just as it was cut for the size 8. It was just the upper part that I needed to resize to make sure that everything else fit in properly. So now I'm going to take this cutie off, put it in the closet, and I'm going to go get me some vittles because I'm hungry. I hope that you like this pattern and that it will motivate you to sew. Definitely go and pick up a couple of easy McCall's patterns. I'm just saying this one was not easy for me. I was able to construct it within just a few hours. I think it took like 4 or 5 hours, but I feel like it had a lot of little instructions to complete within that 4 or 5 hours. I would have liked something with a little less instructions, but still, I would not suggest this dress for a beginner sewer. I would probably suggest it for an intermediate sewer. All right, well, so what? Get motivated. I'll see you guys for the next sewing project.